Hello, everybody. Welcome to part 13 of the Revenants Gaming's Final Fantasy 1 playthrough, Pixel Remaster. This is Loghain F, and yeah, in last part we got the airship, so we're just gonna use that. I kind of waste a bit of time in this part, but I didn't want the cuts to be too sudden. Like this part, I'm just kind of I know where I'm going. Really, it's just a matter of just trying to figure out what things to do in order and whatnot. So yeah. So here we're exploring caves that have the dragons in them. So yeah, right now I'm just getting spare items, which I should probably note that a lot of these items are things that I don't really use that much in this playthrough because eventually in earlier parts I had a problem. I entered a lot of situations underleveled. So the notion of I had to use items a lot more, like status healing ones. But given that, given that so few battle conditions follow you outside the battlefield, it was ultimately pointless. I didn't even use the remedies, which surprised me, actually. Yeah, so here we're meeting Bahamut, who is a very much recurring Final Fantasy character. You will see. I don't think he's in 2. I'll have to when I get to Final Fantasy 2. I'll have to see. So as you can see, Bahamut has given us the power of class upgrades. Our warrior is now a knight, which means he can cast white magic spells, and higher levels of gear are available. And as you can see, our thief actually becomes a ninja, and almost any weapon that can be wielded by the warrior too, the thief can. Granted, there are the ninja can. Granted, the ninja also does have access to exclusive weapons, but we won't really get to that till later. So yeah, the white mage and black mage get access to basically all the remaining spells, like levels 7 and 8. All right. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm just upgrading the armor. Like, that's pretty self-explanatory. The armor and weapons, that's self-explanatory. So, yeah, as you can see, I'm just going through the caves and just getting the spare items. All right. So this part, since I kind of felt like there's not even really a boss in this part compared to the last part, which had a lot less footage. So later on in the part, when I was editing, I decided, I don't want to bore my viewers, so I'm gonna keep some random encounters in, but that doesn't come in until much later. So yeah. And as you can see, there are cuts. The reason I'm cutting out when I enter and not showing you moments is there are some dead ends in these caves, and just take note of where I don't show the inside of the cave, because the inside of those caves is really pointless unless you want extra background on things, which, given it's Final Fantasy 1, I mean, it can give you a better idea of lore, or give you hints on your first time playing if you're doing a blind run, which, given the key item I get in this playthrough, a blind run of Final Fantasy 1 is almost like doing a blind run of the first 2 Zelda games, i.e. it's just not something that a lot of people recommend, and it's really just because of this one item, which I'm about to get to. But yeah, okay. So as you can see, since we have upgraded our mages, we can get upgraded gear. So I get the Diaja, which is the most powerful of the Dia spell tree. That's going to become very handy. Alright. Now, for the Black Mage, I'm getting Blizzaga. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I only getting one spell? And the reason is because I simply put... Yeah, I don't know what I was doing here. Okay. So, simply put, you know, Blizzaga is obviously the most powerful of the Blizzard tree. So, yeah, that should be self-explanatory. So, yeah, we're going for that level 8 spells. Holy, this is an important spell because it's the only universally offensive spell for the white wizard. And yeah, I got Null All because you can protect one party member from all spell attacks. Like, it just halves the damage. Yeah, Stop and Warp. These are... Stop paralyzes an enemy. Warp teleports enemies to another dimension, so it theoretically could be used to wipe out a whole group of enemies. So I thought in a previous part that I was going to show off all the spells, or all the spells that I got, but honestly, I kind of got to a point where I realized I was setting the channel back by my hiatus, and so I decided, you know, I'm not gonna waste time using spells that I really don't have much use for in the first place. Like, even the other insta-kill spells, I mainly just tampered with for fun. But a lot of these other ones, it's like you've seen the basic effects, like with other spells. So it's kind of pointless. Yeah, and as you can see, I just gave the Ruby Armlet. As you can see, I gave the Ruby Armlet to... The Ruby Armlet has passed to the two mages that I got, so... That'll help with defenses, and that's about it. So, yeah. Oh yeah, right. So the knights. Also, the knight gets access to most of the level 1 spells, and also the same with level 2 and level 3. These are white magic spells, though. The black wizard gets no. The ninja gets access to most of the, like, levels 1 to 3 black magic spells. I have no clue what I'm doing here, so yeah. So yeah, this does balance the party out. The monk overall is still the monk is overall still a lot more powerful than the thief or slash ninja, but I just wanted to go with the default lineup, so yeah. But the monk also can't use magic, so there's that. So yeah, as you can see, I used Holy just to demonstrate an offensive spell. So yeah. All right, so this patch in the desert, this is where we discover the reason that it is not good to play this game without a guide, unless you really scour every single area to get the Faerie. This Faerie is what will allow us to get the item for the next big dungeon. And so, yeah. But first we have to go to the area where we can use the Faerie. Yeah, we have to go back to Gaia. There. Yeah, so yeah, we just go to the pond, and yeah, we just go to the pond, and we get Oxyale. The Oxyale. Yeah, this will, in the next big dungeon, this will allow us to traverse through it because it gives us the power to breathe underwater. Alright. Now, first we're gonna go to the waterfall cavern. Right now, I mean, I'm gonna show y'all where it is. In the next part, I'm gonna do a bit of sidetracking before I tackle the waterfall cavern, but yeah. So yeah, I decided to leave in these random encounters just, you know, just to prolong the part and also just not to bore, as I said. Yeah. Alright, so we're coming up on the end. This is Loghain F. I thank you all for watching this commentary for Final Fantasy 1 Part 13. So, I hope to see you all in the next part. As always, if you like this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with anyone you know. Alright? Bye.